welcome to Desk of Lady Ada.
Hello. Thank you for pressing me into existence with the button press. I'm here. I'm Lady Ada. This is my desk.
Did you make the button that pressed you into existence, or did existence make the button that pressed you into existence?
Technology uses us to reproduce, is the answer.
I always thought it was really neat that all this stuff that we're made out of is the universe, so the universe is kind of looking at itself through us.
Yeah.
I always think that's weird.
It's moon dust.
Yeah, but anyways.
Okay, well, we're here at my desk. We had a very exciting last couple of weeks. We had an EffiBot.
Yeah.
We had visitors.
Yeah.
We had live streams.
Yeah.
But now we're back to engineering.
Yeah.
We've got some samples I could look at tonight.
Yeah, Sample Monday. I should say a few things about Sample Monday. So we order stuff all the time around the world just to check it out, and sometimes it doesn't work out. I'm not saying we ordered those handheld flamethrowers and we weren't allowed to get them, but that's something that we would try to do. So we also order a lot of weird things like Bluetooth fidget spinners, microscopes.
Yeah.
We ordered the iPhone 7 data sheet. We order weird stuff, and most of it probably doesn't get to the store. We have to have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, that's what part of samples is, just to get inspiration.
It's just called samples. You know, you're at the grocery store and you're like, oh yeah, I'll totally try that
cheese
that hummus salmon deep fried pretzel bit. And then you're like, ugh.
I don't really want that.
It's like that.
But how are you going to say no to a free sample?
It's like that.
Yeah. Well, these samples weren't free, but yeah same idea.
Low cost.
Same
Okay.
idea.
So what do you want to show first?
Well, let's go to the overhead. I can show off these little samples. So the first set of samples I got is this thing called a new bit. And it's like, it's not a microbit.
That's
but
so weird.
It's kind of similar.
It's like, it looks like someone took a microbit and just like stuck a bunch of other stuff on it.
Yeah, well, they kind of actually redid the whole thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
not compatible at all, hardware-wise. Like, it has these pads instead of, like, alligator clip pads. It's, like, it's, not alligator clip friendly. And they use, like, a Bluetooth module. It's still the NRF51 over here. And then they still have a battery connector, so that's the same. And a micro USB. They added a couple things. So, like, over here, they added a buzzer. It's a little vibration motor. And then they added a speaker. It's actually the same speaker that's on Circuit Playground Express. It's kind of funny. Well, it's a little bit bigger, but it's about the same. It's a little bit louder than the speaker on Circuit Playground. This is an 8mm, and this is a 7.5mm. So this is a chunky speaker. And then
Somebody call it chunky bit.
Chunky bit, yeah. And then another thing that I thought was interesting is, well, they have the accelerometer and magnetometer down here still. And then, yeah, they have the Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth is now just like a module. And then it's another interesting thing is they still have like the embed programming interface, but they used an LPC11U35 instead, which is actually kind of a good idea because it's a little lower cost, although it doesn't work exactly the same as the microbit. And I just programmed in like a microbit example. But the thing that's interesting is it came from micropython.org.cn, and they have different colors. So this
It's kind of weird how there's already a microbit and MicroPython thing starting in China.
Yeah,
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised. I mean, like, the microbit design is open source. Like they published the schematics and stuff.
Ain't nobody making PCDuino knockoffs.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. This one's like an orange compared to red.
Yeah.
And then this one I think is pink, which I thought was kind
I guess
of cool.
it's also good to look at to see if there's alternative parts that are lower cost.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
still
like,
do the same thing.
People who are in the supply chain, they're going to be able to do a better job of
that
getting
other one
low-cost
that you
parts.
have. So does it have Bluetooth and Bluetooth? Because I thought the NRF 51 had Bluetooth.
This is the NRF51. It
That's
uses
it.
a module instead of the bare chip. I guess
Oh.
I don't know exactly why. Maybe they
maybe they had extras. They're just like, let's make this.
It could be it was cheaper. Like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's
Yeah.
purple. Ooh, this is a nice PCB. Purple LEDs. Kind of like that. So purple, and then red and orange, and then let me see. Maybe this one's green. No, this is something else. Maybe I only got 3 colors: red, orange, and purple. I guess. And then this came with it. It's like a plug-in, so you can see it's totally. It's not the same as the microbit.
Oh, weird.
So
they
yeah,
made
it's
their
not.
own bit.
They just kind of started all over.
They're like, well, we're just gonna make something that's kind of close.
Yeah, it's I think they were like, let's just make it as cheap as possible, maybe, or like using whatever they had in their community. I don't know. The connector's like kind of rough.
I gotta say, these aren't the highest quality, of course. They're definitely
No, they're just
like, hey,
they're not FCC certified.
like, hey.
And like,
I don't think they should use a little snake logo on there. It's not cool, but anyways.
yeah. Well, this is partially why we buy stuff, is to see like
It's a trap buy.
what do they do.
It's a trap buy.
So I wanted to test it out with MakeCode and CircuitPython. If you go to the website, well, actually, so when you plug it in, you go to computer.
Okay, I'm gonna go to computer. Going to computer.
It creates a web page. It creates a disk drive called there's details, and it tells you DAP-Link. So DAP-Link is the firmware that they install on the adapter board, the adapter to program it. And then if you go to like embed.html, it takes you to micropython.org.cn. So it's like the group that
weird.
made it, and that's just the icon over there. I opened this up in Chrome because I have translation software.
Yeah.
So you can sort of see it. So there's like, Bluetooth MIDI service, and like people post up projects, and there's like...
It's like a whole parallel...
It's just a totally different thing. What's
Yeah.
interesting is they're using CircuitPython, not MakeCode or PXT. Like all the examples.
Oh, it's using our stuff?
Well,
you mean MicroPython? Not
It's using MicroPython.
Oh, okay. I thought you said CircuitPython.
No, they're using MicroPython, so they have
Okay.
some example code here, so you know.
Wow, that's pretty cutting edge, because MicroPython... I mean, there's a
Pretty
version.
new.
There's a version of MicroPython for microbit.
Yeah.
That's what they're using.
So I tried, opening up Moo. You can connect to the serial port. So let me connect, and I can show. Oh, hold on. Sorry, it's a different serial port. It's like a new one for each one. This is new bit 114. So let me open that up. So you get, you get a REPL for MicroPython, and when I downloaded it through Moo, and you get the whole thing, and so you can, you can try code like this. So that's odd. Display, scroll. So then we go to the overhead. So you have it scrolling Adafruit. So, it works just like you would with MicroPython. And what's neat is because, it has the speaker built in, you can you go back to the computer? I was actually looking at the new bit, and they have examples, like music. So the only thing is it's capitalized because it goes to the translator, and it gets really confused.
Oh yeah, so you have to...
So you have to just remember not to do that. But if you type in import music, and then music play, so let's play.
Oh, I'm gonna try to zoom in on your computer. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Zoom in.
What? I'm gonna try to zoom in.
Okay, I'll hang out.
Let the zooming process begin.
I'm hanging out.
Zooming beginning.
Okay.
You want this, like this?
Yeah, that's great. So you can play music. Pretty long music. So, little speaker.
It's pretty loud.
Pretty loud. Yeah, it is louder than it's interesting. It's like the speakers, as they get larger, they get much, much louder. So it's like 2 or 3 times as loud as the Circuit Playground one. But all that stuff works. And then I also tried MakeCode. So if you go to MakeCode.
MakeCode.adafruit.com or MakeCode.com?
Just MakeCode.com, and you go to microbit. You can, you can show icon heart.
Nyan is a built-in variable. Someone wants to know.
Nyan. Yeah, music.nyan is built-in variable. And then, so if you want to show the heart, and then maybe on button A pressed.
Yeah.
you can play power up. So let's try, and normally, you know, if you play music, you have to connect to headphones, but with this, of course, the speaker is built in. So then you click download, and then
you grab it, and then you transfer it over to the
drive.
drive.
Yeah, you do the drag and drop. Let me, hold on.
So it puts it there. And then does it do the same thing and like overwrites the whole thing?
Yeah, it overwrites the whole thing. It's interesting because it does a hex and not UF2 like we do. It is.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, it's noticeably slower.
And does it reboot itself?
That's the weird thing. I didn't found that it didn't reboot itself, which is like a weird bug. Like there's no reason why it shouldn't, but you actually have to press the reset button.
Huh. Maybe the way they're doing it. Maybe that's in their instructions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
why. They may
why.
have changed it so.
Well, they also changed the DAP link from the MK to like a MK20 chip or MK something chip. What is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, the M26. It's a Freescale. They changed it over to an NXP chip, which is less expensive. And the trade-off might be that you have to hit the reset button. Do you want to go to the overhead and I can?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just show that off. So you hit the reset button. It has a heart. Press the button.
Now, when you hit the reset button, does it re-enumerate USB on your computer?
No, that's the nice thing. It only resets the main chip, which is one of the nice things of having a separate chip. Like this separate chip does USB to serial and programming, and like it does all the stuff for you. But the trade-off, it's a little bit more expensive because you have to have two chips.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Weird.
But you know, it's still not bad. I mean, the LPCU 35 is only like 50 cents. It's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And then I just lost Python because I put on make code, but so you can use both make code and
does it pretend to be the same device on the USB PID?
No, it doesn't. I actually made well, for mass storage it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't need a driver for the USB is serial. I actually had to create my own driver on Windows 7. On Windows 10 or Mac, it doesn't matter. It's like a generic USB device. So anyways, I thought that's sample number 1.
Question from the chat: why wouldn't they have matched the pinout?
Why didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I think that it's not a clone. It's a variant, right? They're taking it in a different direction. Like they added some parts, they changed some parts. You know, they wanted this expansion board. Maybe this connector was less expensive. I think they were sort of expecting not to. They were like, well, we don't have to make it compatible.
Yeah. So
like, why not just start from the beginning? I don't know. Maybe there's more pins. Maybe, I think the connector maybe is less expensive. Maybe it's oh, you know what? I think this is 0.1 inch spacing. Let me see again.
Maybe they stuck with something they just had a ton of.
Well, I think it's header spacing, so you could plug it into a breadboard. Let me.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, so this is like. I'll just connect this. Yeah. So this spacing, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think this spacing matches up. Yeah, it's 0.1 inch. So if you solder headers onto these holes, like there's these holes here, you can solder headers into it, just plug it into a breadboard. And I think that's the trade-off because the microbit isn't 0.1 inch spacing. So I think they said, look, we're going to start with a totally different design, but the deal with this is that you can plug it into a breadboard, just like with headers. Like it's you don't even need an adapter. You know, you can you can just solder in low-cost headers, and maybe they make a version with that. So that's this new bit. So that's kind of interesting design. Okay. So that's simple.
Is there any interesting chip you want to show underneath? I have another type. I've been playing with microscopes and just close cameras. Is there anything interesting to show?
Well, there's kind of some cool logos.
Yeah, you want to go to that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't know what's going to happen.
I have to turn on these lights.
Yeah, so it's, there you go.
So it's the NRF51822. So it's the chip, but you can tell it's in a module. And then...
explore the board.
And then this is the LPC 11U35. So that's the integration chip. And you can see the accelerometer.
What's that wire? What's that little blue wire over there?
Oh, the blue wire. This is not lined up. This blue wire goes to the buzzer. So this is a little buzzer, which I don't know what pin it is on.
And then on the pins, it has the numbers on it?
Yeah. Kind of an inverse mask, which is kind of cute. I like that.
What else?
You know, if you can get away with it. And there's this like dragon logo.
Where's the dragon? Oh yeah, it's like two people and a.
No, it's like a dragon.
I don't know what that is.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Kind of dragony. I
then
mean,
what-
Phil B likes dragons.
Yeah.
And then they have a
Yeah.
Python logo. Yeah, they probably don't even realize it's like a protected thing.
No, I
And
don't
then-
think it. I don't think it is.
Oh yeah.
I actually think
And
it's.
there's a little robot friend.
Yeah, you can move in or out together. There you go.
Robot friend. And then
Yeah, I don't know where that robot's from.
LEDs. What are that? Yes, this is this sample. So that's it set. So I got some other stuff too.
Okay, going to the overhead.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. Oh wait, there's one more. Oh, it's blue LED. So I think I got one of each color to check it out. So let's just look at the last color, and I'll move on. This is green. What's nice? This is green. And then I think so. Yeah, red, orange, green. And then what's this? Oh, this is something else. So this this micropython.org.cn also makes these like Python boards, which I thought was kind of interesting. So this is, I didn't even like open this up. This is kind of new. So this is,
Looks like a feather.
it's kind of like it says a PyB Nano. So it's like it's a Python board Nano, but it has like a, looks like it has an accelerometer. Let's look on the microscope maybe.
Okay.
See what's underneath here.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the marking, but it's some sort of
Yeah, you got it.
accelerometer. or
Okay,
something.
wait. Do it again. Okay.
It's a I know it's a 7600.
Yeah.
series. I know it's a very low cost accelerometer from
Yeah.
Freescale, I think. So you get the micro USB connector, and then the chip on it is an STM32F401. So fairly priced chip, and then you get 2 buttons on the side, and then the LEDs. So reset button.
I'm gonna try something terrible with this camera.
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna try to turn on autofocus. See what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if you can even do it with this.
There's no way to flip it, right?
There is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll flip it.
Oh yeah. Can you flip it? Because that way it's not backwards. Because I keep.
Yeah.
Getting it wrong.
I'm also gonna change some settings on this.
And this is your special funky weird ass camera.
Yeah, this
You
is
gotta-
also from China. That's weird.
Weird camera.
It's weird camera night. It is weird.
I know.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to autofocus mode. I don't know if this is gonna work. Is it autofocusing? I don't think it is.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I get button over there, and then get like indicator lights. I could plug it in, see what happens.
Yeah, let's plug it in.
Okay, sure.
So we'll go to the computer. Yeah, I don't think these macro cameras do autofocus.
Nothing happened. That's interesting. Oh wait. Oh, we really have to plug it in.
You wanted me to rotate?
Yeah, if you can't, I mean, just makes it easier.
Yeah, I can rotate.
Whoa, why is the computer all weird?
Snap, record, image. Let's set it. I don't know which, I'll find it.
Oh, whatever, doesn't matter.
I will. I'll find it.
Okay, I believe you. I have a lot of faith.
First off, I'm going to change it to focus. Just wait for a second. Oh, rotation. Okay, here we go. Upside down.
Yay!
Mr. Jordan? Okay, so now I'm going to...
Oh yeah, this is amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to just go back to the
I think.
microscope. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, now it's right side up. Okay, so it's like super easy now. So yeah, there's some LEDs, reset button, software button, or switch button, chip. STM32. Here, I'll put it in the right ways. F32F. And micro USB. So yeah, it shows up just like a Pi board. I think they really just took the Pi board firmware and just loaded and just made a new design. And it comes. What's nice is it comes with a driver file, which I always think is kind of cool. So you can like it comes with a COM port. That's actually something I did with the Trinket and the Gem M0. It comes with the serial port sign on it. So that's that. So this I know what it is. I was just curious because I was like, what is this? It said like MicroPython board. So I got that sample. And then I got some other weird stuff. You want to go to the overhead?
How come
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
How come your computer, it's like it's getting black on this one, but it's not on that one?
Yeah, I don't know. What is that?
It's cool.
It's kind of like...
I think it's because your resolution is really high.
No, this is...
It can't be 720. It can't be.
It isn't?
No.
No, it's 720.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's cool, right? It's like it's got this like weird like poison gas coming out.
This is you bought your copy of Windows from the BP
this
spill fire
sale. This is because I keep plugging all this these weird boards that come from like companies that like make stuff. Okay, you want to see some other samples?
Your computer's got the consumption. Okay, more samples.
Yeah, so those are the Pi board Nano. Okay, so next up, that company also made Teep Pi board. So I got one of these. So this is Turnip.
Oh, I was just wondering why there wasn't a Turnip board yet.
So this is a Turnip board. So this is like, I don't know exactly what the deal is here, but this is like a
yellow
Python
headers
board. This is an STM32F05, so I guess this is more flash. Actually, not 100% sure. I don't know my STMs off the top of my head. Okay, so this is like not even, so I can't even plug that in if I wanted to.
It's like two. Okay.
So it's got a
big SD card. Okay.
It's got an SD card, micro USB connector.
Is that a photo sensor? No, this reset button. What's that button?
What, this? These are two buttons.
Oh, okay.
And then it's got a bunch of headers. This is like really, I don't like this kind of layout where it's like the pins are next to each other like this.
Radish was taken, so that
yeah, it's kind of got like an Arduino-y type size, but like it's not. This is like basically a Pi board, I think. They probably just cloned the Pi board. So that's Turnip board. And then, look, it's just weird stuff. I gotta look at this weird stuff. I'm not gonna carry it, I just gotta see it. I notice everyone's got like colored headers now.
This is like back in the day walking down Canal Street and there's like just counterfeit bags everywhere.
This is totally Canal Street electronics. And the final thing I got was the Turnip bit. You wanna look at Turnip bit?
Yeah. Louis Vuitton Rolex bit.
Turnip. So this is by Turnip Smart Technology.
Oh.
Turnipsmart.com. So we'll go to that website. So this is Turnip bit.
Okay.
And then it comes with like this really nice gold USB charging cable. Hopefully it has data lines too, otherwise it'd be super sad. But check out this gold cable. Nice, right?
Gold is best.
Gold is best.
Okay, they have a Turnip Basic, Turnip SC, Turnip TPY board VO12.
Yeah, that's what I just showed off, the TPY board. So this is the Turnip bit. So this is like...
Picture of a penguin.
This is like a totally different variant. This is kind of like also like a microbit, but also like different. So this is a totally different connector.
On their site, they have MicroPython, Python for microcontrollers linked, and they have all these boards.
Yeah.
Weird.
So they've got
look at this one.
What?
Look at this.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, yeah.
Turnip bit.
Oh, and they have their own block thing. I don't know, folks. Here's what I gotta say.
This is weird.
This
is totally like Shanzai education.
But you know what? Here's a serious thing.
Yeah.
So while like everyone in the U.S. is just like arguing about stupid stuff, I'm seeing lots of educational boards in China, and they're making them for China. You know, there was no electronics companies at the Made in America week at all, and some Reddit guy was all like jerky to me because he's like, well, you know, they got a spacesuit, but you know, there's other countries that are devoting a lot of time to educational electronics. Also, China, just their state department, whatever that is just did like, here's what we're doing with AI, and here's when we're gonna land on Mars. And like, meanwhile, we're arguing about everything because I just I watched the news, unfortunately, for a few minutes. Like, wouldn't it be great if there was like 15 different U.S. companies making a ton of educational electronics boards, and wouldn't it be cool if it was all about like how are we going to do AI and like which year we're going to land on Mars? Anyways,
gold is best.
gold's best.
So this turnip bit.
Just saying.
This turnip bit's kind of interesting. So they have the 5x5 matrix in the front, and then like button A, button B. Totally different design. I mean, it's like enormous, which I think is interesting. It's like huge, and they skipped like having. They just have something totally different for the header connector.
It's like,
I mean, it's
like a weird.
completely different.
It's like Batman looking. It's like this.
This is actually like a keyboard or something.
Yeah.
It looks like I don't know exactly what's going on. It looks like a keyboard maybe. So maybe it's like built for capacitive touch. And then
You can go to the website later.
yeah, and then what's interesting is on the back they have the NR51 over here, and then they have like this. Well, what I don't understand is like they went with a chip antenna where they have so much space. They could have totally done a board antenna, but they didn't.
There's
For
like
some
a Bluetooth logo. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's like a B, okay, and then
Yeah,
they also use the MK. They use the Freescale chip, just like the microbit does. So this is actually more of a direct equivalent, which makes the other one even more interesting because this one they added a headphone jack though.
Yeah, it should be like a MIDI,
which is kind of neat. So you can see a little headphone logo. So this has a headphone jack, and you can tell that there's like a lot of space. They can like add more stuff. There's the accelerometer, magnetometer, LED, the reset buttons up here. It's like just bigger. So they could like do more with it. I don't know why they made it just so big though.
Maybe they want to, so you can draw on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then let me see if it shows up as a drive and what it shows up as. It shows up as turnip bit.
You could fit a Gemma on there.
Yeah, it has the same DAP-Link firmware. And then just go to the turn. You want to go to the computer? We'll go to turnip bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it also comes with turnip.htm. So when you click on that, it takes you to.
Well, the site that I went to was
tpyboard.com.
Wee.
Yeah.
I went to.
Let's open this up in Chrome so I can see the translation.
Powered by Turnip Smart.
Turnip Smart.
Yeah, turnipsmart.com.
That's awesome. Okay. So Turnip Bit, you can play Lego Buildings block, 25 blue LEDs, programmable buttons, say hello to the world.
Control display graphics.
Okay, what is Turnip Bit? NR50 plus the MKL 26Z128. Acceleration set magnetic sensor, a variety of peripherals. Can support MicroPython. This is interesting. They never mention MakeCode. They only are like MicroPython.
Maybe it's blocked.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably blocked. What are these little robots? What are the? Wait.
I don't know.
Okay, the Avengers had nothing to do with this.
And then the email's MicroPython ad, so it's very MicroPython-y. So their thing is.
Oh, this is their Blockly thing. I bet you can.
This is just the Moo, I think, but like updated.
But go to Weird.
So you can download the hacks. You want to download this?
Do whatever, man.
Okay. Cool.
We're here all week.
We're here. Let's this go over here, and then let's reprogram it. Okay. Then we'll go to the overhead.
Yeah.
You can see what happens. That's interesting. Doesn't seem to. Okay, there it goes. Oh, so this one resets.
Okay.
So hello.
Turnip.
You know what? I actually kind of like the
Turnip.
I kind of like the turniping. I mean, like, it's kind of nice. It's like, it's a different direction. Right? It's like easy to be like, oh, it's like cyber learning, edutronics, but they're like turnip.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody loves turnips. They're kind of bland.
Well.
I mean, they're good. I mean, like, I like them, in a roast.
Yeah, with other things.
With other thing, but alone, like, who's like, oh, I'm gonna eat it. Like a carrot, you can eat on its own, but I don't know anyone eating a turnip on its own. Anyways, turnip bit. So this is what I got.
Okay.
I got one of these only. So now we have a variety of MicroPython boards. Because I was interested, like, what does China think of like what is their thing? Like, because there is this like very fast, like, iteration, modification, hacking, changing. Like, what I think is interesting is they didn't make microbits, right? They could have just, like, they could have, I mean, it's like, they could have just cloned the microbit, but they didn't. They actually made changes, variations. They changed the connectors. They changed, like, the peripherals. They added headphone jacks and speakers and buzzers.
Yeah,
like,
it looks like they just said, let's use the MicroPython firmware, the MicroPython stuff that works with the microbit. We'll use that, and then we'll just make a bunch of weirdo hardware.
Yeah, and they kind of got creative. So I like that. I think it's
Yeah.
interesting. All right, so that's my samples.
Okay. All right, well, 30 minutes on the dot, pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay,
Thank
Lita.
you, everybody, for
Yeah.
watching Samples Monday.
Okay.
The MicroPython edition.
We're going to keep doing this.
Gold is best.
Okay.
I'm going to
Later.
put away my turnip bit.
Bye-bye.
Turnip away.